Jon Jones, no matter where you go, boy, I'm coming.
Ultimately, when you win the fight, you win the argument.
We've only got a short period of time now before I get to beat his ass.
Is Daniel in my head? Yeah, he is in my head. When people are in my head, that's exactly where I want them to be. Oh, you got your ass whooped today, buddy.
No, I didn't. You're a I wish they would let me next door so I can spit in your face.
You know I would absolutely kill you if you ever did something like that,
You
right?
could never kill me.
Oh, I bet you I could.
And still, the undisputed
Jon Jones, in my opinion, is the absolute greatest fighter in MMA history, bar none.
Breaking news just into Fox Sports 1. The UFC has stripped Jon Jones of his light heavyweight title and suspended him indefinitely after Jones.
It is all over! Daniel Cormier is the new UFC light heavyweight champion!
Jon Jones. Daniel Cormier.
You know, everyone's life, you know, we're all on different journeys, you know. Some people mature faster than others. You know, sometimes it takes people a little more, you know, a few more mistakes to realize what they have and what they're messing up. Over the last year, I've had the opportunity to kind of be alone and work on my character outside of being an athlete. And today I stand here 5 months sober, feeling amazing. Thank you.
Have you ever thought about hiring a full-time driver? I mean, we joke about it sometimes, but seriously, you can probably afford that at this point, right?
Well, you know, when it comes to, I don't really agree with the entitled attitude that he puts off. Just because I don't post stuff on the internet, my every move, I'm doing the same type of things.
You're probably tired of hearing that type of stuff, but what's your response to what Dan just said?
Thanks for clarifying. I had no clue what he said over all those boos.
But there is no change on that young man. He's doing the same type of shit. He's doing the same thing. He will continue. Guys, for the record, an hour ago, Jon called me the lamest, biggest pussy he had ever met in his entire life.
No, you are the biggest pussy I've ever seen, for sure.
Okay, I've been sober. I haven't done all these things. I haven't wrecked my vehicle. I haven't been suspended. I didn't get stripped from my championship. Thank you. Thank you.
Could someone bring Daniel some Kleenex, please?
Thank you. Hey, I'm not crying. I'm just sober.
Jon Jones, do you foresee this fight going the same way the first one did?
You know, last time I was just fighting to win. This time I'm fighting to kick his ass.
Competitively, I respect what he's done. He beat me, so we all saw your bum ass fighting on Saturday. You show up like that, I'ma beat that ass. All right. I saw you struggling with Ovid St. Preux. You show up like that, bum, I'ma whip that ass.
Daddy, did you ever beat Jon Bones Jones?
I'm gonna say, you know what? When I won the belt, I didn't have to. The idiot. He eliminated himself from competition by being an idiot.
Hey, I don't believe greatness is a coincidence, you know, and I don't believe DC's great. If he was great, he would have beat Cael Sanderson in college. If he was great, he would have made weight at the Olympics. If he was great, he would have beat me the first time. You know what I mean? I've never lost a fight.
I'm not changing nothing. I will tell him right now. Last time I didn't take Jon down as many times as I wanted to. This time, they're gonna say fight. I'm going right over there to take him down. You guys
didn't take me down at all.
I'm gonna hold his ass down for 25 minutes. I'm going to take him down and hold him down for 25 minutes.
I've taken you down 5 times.
You took me down 3 times.
I've taken. Listen, last time I foot swept you, held my hand on your hand like you're my bitch.
Hey, what about when I threw your punk ass down?
I believe I'm going to annihilate DC. You know what I mean? So far, it's all I've ever done.
We're heading early. We're going to Good Morning America. We're gonna announce this fight. You're looking at a happy man right now. It's like Christmas morning.
Good morning.
Amazing.
How are you?
Hello.
Are these your pants, Daniel?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Slip those right back here, please.
Hi, Daniel.
I don't go in the water. Hell no. Let me tell you something. You have to worry about me in the ocean. I'm scared of everything. Hit my leg on the coral. That's how shallow it was. I cut my leg all open because I saw a little yellow fish.
Daniel, you should have pissed on your leg right away because that coral won't infect you. You got to piss on your leg when that happens.
How you doing? Daniel Cormier.
Hey.
Born and raised Lafayette, Louisiana. I saw you guys shirts right away. Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome.
Where do you fight?
I fight out of San Jose, California.
Okay.
Where's Cain Velasquez? Daniel needs another hug.
Nah, I don't need a hug.
I made you cry in front of the world.
Hey, that's passion. Been waiting for these cameras to stop.
Shut the fuck up.
Can't stand you.
Just like this. This is Cain Velasquez. This is you.
Hey, it's gonna be like
he was patting your back.
Light word. It's gonna be light word.
My whole philosophy is, when you win the fight, you win the argument. So far, I'm winning. I won the first time, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna win the second time. So let's see if I can get under Daniel's skin at this press conference. Outside of me, he's the next best thing. You know what I mean? He can beat these other guys. He can't beat me. You guys ready to see DC get his ass whooped again?
Boys, face forward.
John, can you hear that, John?
Daniel insulted me and really doing his best to piss me off. It's worked.
It doesn't escalate to that point unless guys have a very, very strong dislike for each other.
You're a little fat bitch.
I wish they would let me next door so I could spit in your face.
You know I would absolutely kill you if you ever did something like that,
You
right?
could never kill me.
Oh, I bet you I could.
When you guys talk trash to each other, it's legitimately entertaining. And when the cameras are still rolling and you had that earpiece on and you said, hey, you still there?
Mm-hmm. Hey, are you still there?
You're the scum of the earth. You are a terrible human being, but you can sure turn it on, huh?
Thank you. This guy put his hand on my throat. It's the first person to actually touch me before a fight.
Actually, you touched me right before because we went forehead to forehead.
Daniel,
You actually touched me right before.
I'm not going to sit here and bicker with this child about this.
I will learn from my mistakes. That's the thing that I've shown over the course of my life. In mistakes, I learn from them.
Right. Let's make this about John's personal life.
No, I'm not talking about your personal life. I'm talking about everything.
Okay.
I will make the changes necessary to get the job done.
The truth of the matter is, I am the alpha. He really wants to be the alpha. He has no real reasoning in his mind for why he's not the alpha. And that's why there's a hatred there. The hatred comes from him. It stemmed from him from the very beginning.
His history dictates and determines that the same thing is going to happen. That is his character. That is him at his core. I look at that young lady, the PR lady that's on his team now, and I see in her eyes, she knows she's fighting a losing battle. This isn't the first time you've told us that, so how am I supposed to believe this guy? I don't need to, actually. I actually give two if Jon Jones is in jail. I can give two. I just don't want anything life-threatening to happen to him. But anything else, I don't give a damn if Jon Jones is. I don't care what happens with him.
Daniel Cormier is just a pawn in this whole game. You know, my life doesn't revolve around him the way his revolves around me.
Oh, it doesn't. Trust me.
I look at a 37-year-old. You're not going to get any faster than you ever been.
Don't need to be.
You're probably no stronger.
Don't need to be. That is your. As my opinion of you is what it is. That's your opinion of me, and you are entitled.
I'm creeping up on my prime. You're just getting older. We could do push-ups. We could do jiu-jitsu. We could. I will beat you at anything.
Not even.
I'm younger, stronger.
Okay. I'm
more
glad
athletic.
You believe that.
And
Once
I'll
again,
beat
your
you
head is,
10
times
out of 10 times.
I'm gonna go right at you, and I'm gonna fight your ass just like I did last time. And this time, I'm not going to tire. I'm not going to let you hold me against the fence. I'm gonna be in your face, pressing you, trying to rip your head off every second of that fight. You don't deserve this.
So I'm bitter.
I will show you that you don't deserve this. I'm not bitter at all. But you don't deserve this. I will die to beat you. Know that.
All right. Be prepared to do that.
Hold on, let me show you something.
You know, John's in a very fortunate spot. He's been here multiple times, fighting for the belt, big event. It's all about feeling good. It's all about staying positive. He's got a strong mind, and he's in a very positive place.
Got even better. I don't know. It's pretty tight. You might got me.
We do this every camp.
We'll see at the weigh-ins.
We gonna see at the weigh-in.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. That's discipline and focus. DC, where your weight at, buddy?
9 weeks. Excited to be done now. We put in the work, man. We work smart, we work hard, work long, We've done it all, man. I have no reason not to get the job done. If I don't do what I expect to do, then that's bad on me. I'm supposed to get this job done, and I will next Saturday. I'm ready. Making my kids dinner. They like meatballs, some garlic and black pepper. And then this, one of my friends makes his own seasoning from Louisiana. Turkey meatballs with organic, better than gravy mix. What is it exactly? I don't know, but Selena buys it. She says it's better for her children. Now it's just about fine-tuning and just managing this weight and being ready mentally.
I think this belt that I win against DC is going to be like everything to me. It's going to represent a whole new beginning, a whole new career. So I don't know what I want to do with the end of the belt, but it has zero value to me. My body's hurting. It's hurting all over. The glory would be so much sweeter. That's what
We're 1 week from the fight, and John's in peak shape, ready to go, and is willing to do more.
Go. Lungs, check. Endurance, check. Technique, check. Confidence, check. Belt, check.
You know what to expect. He's not in your head at all. You're in his head more than he's in yours. You gotta have him in your head to some degree because you need to focus on who you're going against. But
I'm fine, huh?
No, I know you are.
Physically and mentally.
The last few weeks, man, it's been totally amazing.
Hey, what are you doing? Hey, this dude all day, anxiety about the weight cut. Should I have this much water? Eats a chicken nugget. Right in front of you. Did?
I did. Just wanted one chicken nugget. Selena left it there for me to try
I
them.
did not. I was not, no.
Now I gotta jump in this cold ass pool. Shit. Michael Phelps, better watch that ass.
Go. Biggest thing with fight week is we want to kind of get the blood flowing.
What does it mean to be able to possibly close the chapter on this rivalry between you two?
It means a lot. This fight's gonna be a great fight. I'm really excited. Get to finally get past Daniel Cormier once and for all, move forward in my journey. Mentally, physically, spiritually, I feel in tune. I feel on one accord. Everything's just gone right this camp. You know, my cardio is great. Just extremely confident. This is my first rematch. So this is a battle that we've faced before, one that I know that I can conquer because I've done it before.
I only have a friend. Oh, you got what I need.
Man, I just feel great. My weight's low, my energy's high, and I'm just motivated and inspired. I don't want to stop training. The dream was a little soft too.
A little soft too. He had a little bit too much love in his life. Huh? These abs are rock hard.
You still ain't ready. Where you at?
Well, you got more tan than me, man.
Ah, too many.
Double shot.
Oh, look at you, just dropped it. I do my best to not look into the crowd and see my family. You know they're there, but it's better to not know exactly where they are. I'm excited, man. I'll see you guys in Vegas.
What's up? Qualities. He has a very punchable belly.
If he loses, he pretty much fades out of the picture. If you lose this fight, where does that put you?
Losing's really not in my psychology. I'm just aware that if it were to ever happen, my career isn't based off of one fight when I have so much more to go.
I'm not here to talk and jibber and jabber and argue like we've been doing before. I'm here to kick his ass on Saturday. So I'd rather show him than tell him again. I'm done. I'm done with all the talking and jibber and jabbering. I'm ready to fight.
I beat him in the prime of my partying. So we'll see. We'll see who's the 40-year-old on Saturday.
Straight ahead.
Give it up for Hawani, ladies and gentlemen.
Finishing this fight officially closes that chapter in your life?
Yes, that's totally how I feel, yeah. Had a long year, really long year. Court cases and lawsuits and just a whole bunch of stuff, you know?
Shut the fuck up. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
Getting a couple on. Like, is there anything I can do? Like, I'll sign a release and we can just fight. Character.
I don't want to look back a few years from now and say, man, I could have been it. I could have had it all. I could have done it.
I know from this day on, my life will never be the same.
He might be the greatest talent we've ever seen in the UFC.
Jon can do anything he puts his mind to. He is his own worst enemy.
He tested positive for cocaine and checked into rehab.
Will I continue to be humble? I hope he's somewhere crying right now. Will I always respect people?
Sworn to protect the citizens from people like you, Mr. Jones.
Wild, unpredictable stuff.
DC is so in love with the narrative.
I didn't get stripped of my championship.
I'm a good person. And Jon, you are a bad person.
We may see Jon become the person that he's always tried to convince us that he is.
Always keep him on a lead.
Expect fireworks. It's going to be a great fight. Just a second ago, we almost went at it back behind the curtain. So I got a feeling just the lead up to this fight, and it's just going to be a great fight.
You've had to take some ownership for what's happened over the years. When you look at DC, is he a legitimate champion? Is that the real belt over there?
Fuck no. You never beat me.
You know what happened behind the stage? He's a bitch. He's a bitch. He's a bitch ass.
Guy that had you crying.
Hey,
who was the bitch backstage?
Hey, he's a bitch ass.
You're hugging Cain Velasquez, crying on his shoulder.
Are you back, junkie?
I'm back. I'm back. This junkie had you crying.
You're a knob.
Junkie whooped your ass, Daniel Cormier.
You're a junkie. You're gonna have to show me.
I already did.
You're gonna have to show me.
I already did.
You know what's the beauty in me being the competitor I am? I forgot about that. I'm about to whip your punk ass.
Oh, you forgot about it.
I'm gonna beat your punk ass. Is this guy gonna mess this up again by doing steroids or snorting cocaine or sandblasting prostitutes? What's this guy gonna do? What's this guy gonna do to mess this up this time?
Back-to-back weekends. Cocaine one, your ass the next. It was great.
Hey,
Anthony Johnson gave him that win.
Hey, so wait.
Anthony
If
Johnson
I haven't shown him anything, at least I've been around to show something. Where the fuck has he been?
That is true.
Where's this guy been? Jon, who are you to say? Who are you to say who's the champion? You're some guy that doesn't even fight. You're damn near retired, son. You're barely coming back. How are you gonna tell somebody something? You're a retired man. Shut your ass up.
Great fighters need great fighters. It's always been the case. There's no great fighter who has existed completely in a vacuum. That has existed throughout combat sports.
There's Jon Jones, and there's me. Nobody else.
My dream, my vision for myself is to be the greatest martial artist to ever live.
When you look at DC, is he a legitimate champion? Is that the real belt over there?
No, you never beat me. In order to be the champion, you have to beat the champion.
You got the first one, but you knew after the first one we had many come. Let's go, man.
Last time I was just fighting to win. This time I'm fighting to kick his
Jon Jones is back.
I'm gonna go get what's mine. A guy who had millions of fans and millions of dollars thrown at him at a very young age.
He is the present and he is the future, and he might be the greatest talent that we've ever seen in the UFC.
The U.S. Anti-Doping Agency has informed Jon Jones of a potential anti-doping policy violation.
Jon Jones, get together, I'm waiting for you.
He was the champion. The day I got reinstated, that's when he was just the belt holder. Now that I've beaten him once, I know that I can beat him again. You know, I know he doesn't have that thing inside that just don't allow you to lose.
Mentally, I'm much better than I was last time. It was clouded with anger last time and just pissed off and resentment. This time I have none of that. I still don't like Jon Jones, but I'm not gonna allow him to dictate my emotions as I head into this fight.
I'm the champion! It doesn't matter that I'm coming out first. It doesn't matter that I'm gonna have blue tape around my gloves. And at the end of the day, I know I'm a champion. I know I've never lost a fight. I have no doubts of who I am and what I'm capable of. The reason why I need to win this fight is because I need to get my life back. You know, everyone deserves a second chance and make things right, and, you know, and I represent starting fresh.
Feel good about today. Last hard practice here at this gym anyway. And I just think about my enemies, Fatigue and that boy DC.
Arms up, baby. Arms up, Johnny.
Champ is here.
I really enjoy being hands-on with my social media. It's a direct communication between me and my fan base. That's what you're gonna see July 29th. And the new, and still, and always was.
This fight is the most important fight in his life. He's just super focused.
I can be fat, I can not have a six-pack, but my dick works. My dick works.
I love this game. Like, I love this game. I love this sport more than anything. We've never really known Jon to suffer defeat. The fact that his identity has been so closely tied to being UFC champion, it's been so long now since he's been the champion. I really don't care what becomes of Jon Jones.
Look at you looking all Poindexter.
How's it going? See you, man. Doing good.
Great.
Knock this shit out.
I don't care about your punishments. All I care about is you showing up on July 29th and you and I getting to fight again. It's all I've cared about for 2.5 years. Don't do shit that compromises that, and I have no issue with him.
Fuck DC.
Because either I'm gonna smack him upside his head or something's gonna happen. Because he's a punk. You heard him. Fuck DC. He learned new language now or something. He can cuss in public. Good for you, Jon.
Today's a big day. I get promoted from being a white belt to a blue belt.
Jon Jones just step in before. You made it. Woo! There you go.
He's looking at his superior, and he just can't handle it.
Your head's more in the clouds than I could ever.
You're my little.
I will beat your ass.
Talk so much to me. And I know if I was to lose, it would let me hear it. So I got a lot to say. All right.
He's a bitch. He's a bitch.
Who was the bitch? Backstage.
He's a bitch ass.
You're hugging Cain Velasquez, crying on his shoulder. I'm the bitch.
At this point, you know, the trash talking is extremely personal.
Last time I foot swept you, held my hand on your head like you're my bitch. And this guy's supposed to be the Olympian.
DC's got to get busier.
I outlast him.
He's looking to take him down again, and he does.
Breaking news just into Fox Sports 1. The UFC has stripped Jon Jones of his light heavyweight title and suspended him indefinitely after Jones is charged in a felony hit-and-run incident.
Jon Jones, get together. I'm waiting for you.
And on July 29th, they will meet once again. Jon Jones completed legal proceedings for numerous indiscretions and returned to the octagon in April of 2016. But this time, it was Daniel Cormier who was not prepared to run it back. And Ovince St. Preux stepped in for the interim title fight. Jones had his grasp on a UFC belt once again, but his sights were set on something greater.
I don't think I want that belt. It's not the real belt. I want my actual belt back.
The days before the event, another mistake by Jones shook the MMA world. Jon Jones, perhaps the greatest fighter we have ever seen, would spend another year during the prime of his career watching from the sidelines. The cloud of Jon Jones has hung over Cormier's entire title reign, and his most recent outing was no exception.
Those right hands will count. Rumble better move. He's under the neck.
There it is.
Oh, my goodness.
That's it.
And there's the tap. Looks like Rumble tap.
It's it.
And still.
Don't talk to me about a guy that's ineligible. When he gets his academics in order, he can come back to the classroom.
In order to be the best, you have to be a dream crusher, and that's what I am.
He tested positive for cocaine and checked into rehab just last week.
Jones is charged in a felony hit-and-run incident.
Thrown in jail for a probation violation.
Everything that I speak on is things that he has done. You know, most people will just ignore it, you know? I don't have to ignore it.
I haven't wrecked my vehicle. I didn't get stripped from my championship, but you boo me. Thank you.
Even if only for a single moment, under the bright lights of the Honda Center.
That's what he's remembered for. He doesn't get the belt back.
Did you hear this shit, man?
I heard that.
Crack my back.
Oh!
Oh, I heard that.
Oh, man.
Teamwork, baby, makes the dream work.
He's mentally on point. He's healthy. You know, and all we have to do is just make weight. That's it.
We are just a few hours away from our flight to UFC 214. It's a great way to burn lots of calories, and it'll be great. You know, I'm going to try not to think about the fight. I just try to clear my mind and just enjoy the beautiful Albuquerque and this nature and something fun. A little bit of rain.
Jon Bones Jones.
I've missed this a lot. You know, I've been out of the game for a year, and I've been watching as a spectator. I think Daniel's actually a pretty stand-up guy outside of the way we interact competitively. You know, he seems like a pretty decent person, so I think he made a really, really great belt sitter. It's like part of my identity. In a weird way, it's almost part of my self-worth, and without it, I just feel like a big hole in my life. At the end of the day, when the door closes, it's just gonna be us two in the octagon, and this fight's gonna be completely different. I'm gonna finish him this time. Now I feel like I know that I can beat him, and I know it's really important for me to not let that get in my head, but to continue to train really hard as if I lost the first one. Today we are in California, LA. And we're just a few days away from the fight. He's not a real champion because he hasn't beaten me. And the people at home knows Jon, he's a badass.
I wasn't even sleeping. It doesn't work because I wasn't sleeping.
How you doing?
Man? Freddie
Big
Prinze.
fan, man. Yeah, I know exactly who you are.
Pleasure to meet you, man. I'm a big fan of wrestling
Nice to
too,
meet
so
you.
I even
Thank
like
you.
your amateur wrestling days, man.
Thank you.
I've got to tell you something, but I'm an hour away. I'll tell you in person. I'll just call him and text him and call him and text him because that's my thing. I can't deal with it.
Oh my God.
Who does that? Come on, Dana.
Dana does that at like 5 o'clock.
What's wrong with you?
Yo, if this was your last message to DC, what is it?
Fuck you.
Period.
Period.
Exclamation mark, bro.
Actually, that's better.
Come on, no. Besides DC, name someone you want to knock out.
You.
What? Fuck you.
We're in Southern California, so I wanted to stop by a couple of my barbershops. I've got 2 of them. Faded Barbershop.
Me and Daniel have probably the most heated rivalry in UFC history. There's a true disdain between us, and I believe I'm going to win on Saturday. And after that, there would be no reason for me to hold any disdain. My belt, because this is my championship fight. This is Daniel's second chance as a contender.
There we go.
You know, I've been training with Jon for 7-8 years, and tonight was the most ferocious ground and pound I've ever seen.
Yeah, I feel like I'm at a pretty good place in my life with who I am. I just kind of learned not to give a fuck, and it feels great.
What would you say about your 20s? Was it good? Was it bad? Was it somewhere in between? How would you look back on that decade in your life?
I don't really like you, Luke, so I'm not going to answer your question.
You know, in your heart of hearts, do you truly believe
that he has cheated and tried to get an advantage over you using illegal substances.
And yes, I do believe he's done it for a long time. So I don't care.
When I started powerlifting, 4 days a week.
That's why you look like you look.
How do I look?
You're a bum. That's why you looked like a bum last time.
How do I look, DC?
Hey, all that's all just. Hey, listen, that's all just for show. I look like a. I'm
you look
not.
like a crackhead with a suit on.
Was that?
You look like a crackhead with a suit on.
I could look like a crackhead with a suit on, but I've never been a crackhead like you don't.
I think my talent and my brand, it grew faster than my character and me as a person. Today I feel like a much better version of myself. I feel like, I just feel great. I feel rejuvenated.
So what can we make of your pivot and shift on social media to change the conversation from athletics and competition to male genitalia?
So if it's out there, then it's fair game. So yeah, I make fun of his limp noodle.
I feel supercharged. Everything's going so smooth. Our energy's in a great place. And I got a feeling, man, we're going to take this great energy into the fight on Saturday night and absolutely dominate. A champion without his belt, it's like a knight without a sword. I got to have it. And so I'm going to get it.
There's issues between you and a person, and it's issues outside of just this sport, then you can do that anywhere. It doesn't have to be to the confines of the octagon. So if there are issues between John and I that need to be addressed after Saturday, then they'll get addressed.
One of my favorites, you want to know what's in a man's heart, you listen to the words that comes out of his mouth. And he's weak. He's weak. And so I'm just excited to prove that again.
The weight issues, are there going to be any going into Friday? You guys both going to be okay?
I feel pretty good, but we'll bring a towel just in case.
You can forever say that you are the 206.2-pound champion of the world.
Hey, you have no room to judge nobody. You sit there with your fucking mouth shut before I walk over there and smack the shit out of you.
Ooh. Well, we all know he won't do that, right?
If he does come in overweight, will you still fight?
Oh, yeah, he's not escaping me that easily. I will definitely still fight, and I will take 20% of the chump change he's making.
Oh, it's not chump change. It's not chump change. Everything is in order for me. I like that he's so sure. I like that he's confident. I like that he feels good. Because when I turn him back, then we can't retract some of the stuff that we say in the press conference on Wednesday.
John took his shirt off. I mean, I don't know what he was trying to prove. You know, he just showed that he's a lot smaller than he used to be. So all the claims that I've been hurling at him are just probably true. But outside of that, I don't know what he was trying to prove. I feel he's confident, but I feel that his confidence may be a little overplayed. So where there is some confidence, there is also some doubt. That confidence, that facade that he's putting on is not as sure as it was before.
Right now I am only 215 pounds. I feel like $1 million. What I'm gonna do to kind of treat myself is I'm gonna have a big hearty breakfast. Probably could have done without the pancakes, but you know what? You only live once, and I think it's important to enjoy this whole process. I guarantee you guys want to end this shit off with a bang. Peace out. 83,000 people logged in just now to watch me shave.
Take the boys into the restaurant, Pokey OG, down in Anaheim.
Are you gonna feed me like this?
Wait. Make sure it doesn't fall on your little cheek. I want to feed you. Come on, I don't want it to fall on. It's good.
Did you see this? It's a champ.
I know that. That's why I sign everyone champ. Look who's wearing the belt on the poster.
Stop over here trying to get paid.
I'm just a
I'm just a fluffer. So you telling me you gonna just let me help us? You telling me you gonna just let us help?
I'm gonna go with some ass.
And then let us help y'all get paid.
I can go back there and watch the fight.
It's supposed to be my weight cut, but the weight's just falling off, and I feel really, really good, man. As you see in my face, I'm not sucked out at all.
1, 2, 3, champions!
If a man looks soft in his midsection, he's soft in his midsection.
Warming up there. warming up. Everything in my life is so perfect that I have the utmost confidence going into next weekend. You can't beat that. It's freeing. You know, I've let go of everything else, man. I've got to make him realize that this game has changed in his time away. And he's no longer the king. See, that's the issue. In his mind, he's still the king.
Hey everyone, Megan O'Leary here in California for the UFC 214 Open workouts, and what a turnout we have had.
I always had a sour taste in my mouth about UFC 200. You know, all the people that kind of let down, never got a chance to see me in person or meet me. So I thought this would be a step in making up for that.
I know my opponent came out here to sign some autographs, but he didn't work for you guys. I'll work, and I'll sign your autograph.
You don't know what's going to happen, you know? You don't know what this means to someone to actually get an opportunity to experience something like this. No problem. Nice to meet you. That's a cool shirt you're wearing.
I'll leave you to signing autographs and kissing babies. DC, best of luck to you.
And I'm the president.
Right now we're heading to UFC 214 press conference. Let's sit back, relax, and enjoy the calm before the storm.
You saw that? I was staring at him. Finally, he goes, "You little shit." He said, "You little shit," before he walked off.
You know what? I feel bad for the way I handled the last fight. I was like, take your money back. You brought the wrong shirt. And then I gave him the suck it sign, right, and all that.
No, you did. No, I love that. I actually love that. I love that he acted that way last time. I didn't have 8-9 months in between fights. It's only been 4 months, so it's good.
UFC fans, we'd like to welcome you to the weigh-in for UFC 214. Cormier versus Jones 2. Here is Joe Rogan. What's happening, Anaheim? Welcome to the weigh-ins, everybody!
When I hear the name Jon Jones, I think supreme talent.
The first thing that comes to mind, hater.
Losing to Jon, I had a lot of sleepless nights.
Can Jon find maturity and discipline?
I don't really take anything personally.
DC has the belt, but he's not the true champion because he's in my era. I feel like winning this fight just closes a certain chapter in my life. A victory over me would legitimize him as one of the greatest fighters ever. If it happens the other way, he was just the guy who could have been. I'm excited to just put this man away once and for all.
Official weight 205 for the champion.
Hey guys, I made it to the event. This is great. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I'm so blessed, so honored to be back on this stage. Hey girls.
We finally got him to come back. He can stop running. I'm gonna kick his ass this time.
Good luck to you, sir. The champion, ladies and gentlemen.
I just blew him a kiss. He was trying to like look all evil, and I'm like, all right, damn. We've done this 1,000 times before. Nothing different.
It's here now. So, you know, all the talk, all the build, all that stuff is done. You know, we're here now to fight. So next time I have to see that guy's face, I get to punch him.
Oh yeah, a little business and pleasure. Beautiful California. UFC 214. It's going down. Energy is like 1,000%. I feel like I ate breakfast already.
This is the first fight week that I think I've ever had where I've spent 0 time in fear.
All the way straight down.
205.
Much smoother, much better. From the last guy on the scale to the first guy on the scale.
Way to go, dude.
Big deal.
Jon Jones, 204.5.
Work it, work it.
Are we modeling, girls? Come on, let's do some modeling, ready? Come on, let's get out of here. That was fun.
I gave you your rules in the locker room. Do you guys remember them?
Okay, stop. It's a draw.
What's happening, Anaheim? Welcome to the weigh-ins, everybody! Here we go, ladies and gentlemen!
Beating Daniel Cormier tonight means the world to me. Just to shut him up once and for all, send him backstage crying.
I've trained for this. I've lived for this. I'm ready to do what I was supposed to do the first time we fought.
Hey, good evening to you from Orange County. The wait ends here.
I think this is the most important fight in the history of the light heavyweight division. It might also be the most competitive matchup in the history of the light heavyweight division.
This is a kid who has long needed to be put in his place, and Dami says he is the person to do it.
Yeah, I mean, if there's two guys on the playground, these are them.
I need to win this fight. I need to get his life back. Johnny Bones looking to restore order and become the undisputed champ yet again. And as you saw firsthand yesterday, Joe, Johnny Bones in the shape of his life. He says he might not be much more north of 217 pounds. El Cucuy. Tony Ferguson, get that man a bout agreement. The cast from Always Sunny in Philadelphia, well represented tonight. Dwayne Johnson, The Rock is in the building. Big pop for The Rock. Miles Teller alongside as well. So here is the moment with about as much fanfare as you would expect. The #1 ranked light heavyweight contender, the consensus greatest light heavyweight of all time. Technique, creativity. They're telling us we ain't seen nothing yet. We'll see if this is indeed Jon Jones 2.0 here tonight. So the beard has given way to the goatee. It must be fight night for the UFC light heavyweight champion Daniel Cormier. And you will see those results here tonight. We'll see if Daniel Cormier can get it done tonight against Jon Jones. You see the discrepancy in height, but it's the reach that everybody's talking about, and rightfully so. A 12-inch advantage with the challenger, Jon Jones.
To my instructions at all times. I want you to fight hard but fight clean. If you want to touch gloves, touch them now. Good. Step back. Good luck.
Tonight's fight clock is brought to you by HSS, the world leader in orthopedics. Jon Jones in white getting off early here.
Create wrestling from the catching those kicks at all.
Oh, big. Looked like he knocked the mouthpiece out.
He did. Takedown for Jon Jones.
Not quite. No
right
control.
back up to his feet. Nice left hand over the top.
Look at this. The height of Jones makes underhooks from DC not as effective in order for an underhook to work.
Nice
He's not able
body
to.
there.
See it in his eyes.
Yes.
He's right here.
Yep.
He's getting clipped every here and there, just like every other fight, though. I mean, both these guys are getting hit.
Pretty good start here for Cormier, the betting underdog here tonight.
That was an outstanding leg kick by Cormier, and Jon just checked the second one. Oh, he caught him with a left hook.
DC is seeing everything as well.
He caught him.
Big punches landed by DC. DC, combination, starting with a kick, ending with a kick, finish mixing punches in between. I mean, it's a different Daniel Cormier right now with his combinations in this first round.
And he's talking trash.
He is talking now.
Nice left hook to the body, partially blocked. Nice knee to the body by Jon. We saw the momentum towards the end of the first round go towards Daniel Cormier.
Let the doctor look at it. I'm just going to let him look at it real quick.
Right there, clear. Nice rip to the body by Jon. Oh, beautiful 2 shots. Left hook and a right uppercut.
Big uppercuts. Now DC's getting him coming in.
Beautiful trip by Daniel, but he wound up on the bottom. Oh!
Nice, beautiful uppercut left hook. That's been his best combination anytime he commits to the pocket with Jones.
He's just having a hard time reaching Jon. Oh, Jon landed a high kick. He's hurt.
DC was stunned by that head kick.
And Jon is all over him.
Here comes Johnny Bones with the ground and pound. Cormier.
That could be it.
Trying to survive.
That's it. He's out.
It.
He's out.
Jon Jones has done it.
Wow. DC is still down. That was brutal. Absolutely brutal. And there's the head kick. which started it all off. Perfect placement and dropped some horrible elbows on him. And DC's just way too hurt here to do anything about it.
Jon Bones Jones!
It's never over. As long as you never quit, it's never over. I'm back here. Oh yeah, I know it hasn't been easy to root for me, but I've had the most loyal fans ever. I love you all, thank you so much. I want to take this time to thank Daniel Cormier for being my biggest rival and motivator. Daniel Cormier, guys.
Give us your thoughts right now.
I don't know, man. I thought the fight was going well.
What Jon Jones accomplished tonight is incredible. You know, to have the layoff that he's had, and if you look at the OSP fight, he didn't look like a world beater in that fight, and to come back and do what he did to Cormier tonight, it's unbelievable.
The 2 years off and Daniel being active and his team, a testament to the great team that he's a part of, he improved. He improved a lot. He came with new weapons and a new level of composure. I thought he did really, really well.
You felt fresh, and you looked fresh. Did you feel fresh? Did you feel like the year wasn't anything? It's like the same old thing?
Yeah, I felt really fresh. I knew that endurance wouldn't be an issue. Spend a lot of time being depressed, and to be back here and to have so much light and the cheers, it was a dream come true. It felt like it was my first title, and just became overwhelmed. Hey, but I seen Dwayne Johnson, and I cannot let this guy walk past me without getting a picture.
He looked like he hasn't taken any time off, hasn't skipped a beat, and he went in against a very in-shape, motivated, mentally strong, because Cormier truly believed that the ring rust and all these other things were going to be there tonight, and they weren't. Great fight, without a doubt, the best. I mean, to come off after such a huge layoff and all kinds of issues and problems, and to do what he did tonight, man, it's just, this guy he's the best to ever do it.
Just took it all for granted and just, you know, I was just dreaded doing some things like this, and now after not having it and realizing how easily it could be all gone, not having this, I'm more grateful for every ounce of this process. He fought two of the toughest guys in the division. He won those fights, and he carries himself like a champion. So I think that should be recognized. Can't be broken, can't bend me, can't break me, and I feel that way right now. I feel stronger than ever, and I hope that this story motivates somebody else to get on their feet and kick some ass in life.